Is it recording? Is it recording? Hello there, friend, and welcome back to Max Plays Shadowrun Returns! What has got to be is most likely going to be the final recording session. Today we're gonna finish Shadowrun Returns. I have asked around, and we're pretty much at the impasse. Is that even the correct word? We're pretty close to the ending. Oh crap, I missed that I missed that loading screen. Whoops! I think I already read it. I think it was the same loading screen for the previous section. Is the volume alright? The volume is actually alright. Wow, so professional. Where the hell's my character? There she is. Alright, so, in the previous recording session, starting my timer now, in the previous recording session, we finally infiltrated Telestrian Industries, and we're looking for the sample of that magical bug juice that our little friend, Jessica Rabbit has been using to make invincible bug warriors, because why not? Shadowrun. So let's actually investigate around here. There is an open bottle of expensive scotch, and a single glass that appears to be half empty, and a half-smoked cigar. Is that half-smoked or half non-smoked? You get the joke. Anyhow, walk away. Yup. There's a really fun joke about the nature of vodka, and how people think that there's expensive vodka and not expensive vodka. That I will explain that joke eventually. It's really funny. Spoilers. All vodka is exactly the same. If you want to pay more for a fancy bottle, up to you. The painting is of a small lighthouse. Just get my scotch out. The painting is of a small lighthouse in an intense. The painting is of a small lighthouse, comma, an intense storm at night. The painting is of a small lighthouse, an intense storm in an intense storm at night, perched on a rocky outcropping. Its light stabs out into the darkness. The plague reads vigilance, constant vigilance. Fun fact, Kitty and I, we have been playing Super Danganronpa 2, spoilers, not for the channel, just for ourselves. And we're gonna eventually play the first game and the second one and record it for all of you. But reading that game out loud has showed us how many typos there are in that game. There are so many typos in the translation. It's kind of spotty. Oh man, NIS, not good translators. But you get mistakes like these that a spell check won't find because there are problems in syntax. Like you have to, again, pro tip from someone who writes books for a living: read your writing out loud, or have someone read it to you like a machine or a text-to-speech. Really easy to miss stuff like this. Push the frame. Push it to the limit. The frame of the painting of the lighthouse pops out. Oh, it's a puzzle. Crap. I probably have to press all of them. The painting shows a wild mountain landscape with clouds ringing loftily peaks. The plague reads independence. Oh, this is the 4 values of our goddamn freaking business. I'm gonna leave it alone. There were 3 values. I forget what they were. This is a photorealistic painting of 5 massive harvesters in Telestrian colors, Max said, totally not meaning to say another word instead of harvesters, in a staggered formation, cutting a swath across a rippling field of wheat. The plaque reads Unity. So you're Unity. I don't remember if it's Unity. Depicted is a clock tower at a train station in downtown Portland in the Tur. The plague reads efficiency. I don't think it's efficiency. I think it's unity, vigilance, and synergy? Duty. This shows a profile of 3 elves in Telestrian security uniforms, looking upwards at the flag flying the Telestrian logo. The plague reads duty. Push it. Push it to the limit. Oh, I guess that was it. Baron Samedi. He has a few guards, a tech worker and very nervous wage slave gathered in the boardroom and is beginning to question them. Oh, so I guess it wasn't. Okay, I know that it is Unity. Push the frame. Okay. Okay, so this is an order puzzle. I forget what the... Okay, so clearly the first one is duty. Is there anything else that I can press? He has finished interviewing a Maitristrek and is now walking sternly to a pair of guards. Am I being timed? Oh my god, okay. Vigilance. Vigilance. Push it. Okay, you're not it. Push it. Okay. He's now talking to a wage slave. This is not going well. They are raising voices. Maybe that's to show me that things are actually going according to plan. Which are you again? Efficiency. Would you make efficiency one of your values? That seems kind of like, I don't want to say petty, but yeah, you assume everyone wants to be, not independence. You want to work together. Okay, so efficiency, I guess? That's kind of boring as a value for your business, but I actually work for a business in order to help them set up their values. It was efficiency. And the last one should be vigilance. It should be vigilance, right? Constant vigilance. Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it. Smell you later, suckers. Whoa. Could you at least care to, like, clean your back room there? I want to show you my toy room. I meant to say playroom, but it sounds even funnier now. There is a safe that has a large DNA scanner on the front, most likely keyed to Mr. Silverstar. What the? Oh, scotch! He was drinking scotch. Maybe get the DNA from that? Pick up the half-smoked cigar. Oh, you shouldn't put your DNA all over your freaking cigars. Remember, kids, don't smoke, because someone can take your DNA through the cigars, I guess. There's a blah blah. Put the moist end of the cigar on the DNA scanner. Faint hiss. Perfect. Take the sample. Great. Baron Asamedi. Great work, mon ami. The time for stealth has passed. It has set off every alarm in the system, but I have unlocked the executive elevator, and your path is clear. Head to the elevator and make your escape. Well, don't mind me. Let's get out of here, dongles. New objective, escape. Well, that is my favorite thing to do. Let's get out of here. Faster, Tempest. Faster. I sure hope I don't run into anybody. Hey, this is restricted. You can't go in here. Smell you later, dolls. I'm a grenade, doll. Sometimes I feel like the 50s speech, while being really disrespectful, sounds pretty funny at times. Because it's so, like, I don't want to say quaint, but it's like, oh, people used to talk like that back then. You have really funny sayings like, you know, you just gotta give him the solid dick, man. Which is, by the way, solid dick is a slang for giving somebody the truth. The truth. Being honest with them. You gotta give them a solid dick, man. Which is really funny when you think of references. Wow! It's been a while since we voiced McCluskey. Detective McCluskey starts smirking, surrounded by armed and twitchy Lone Star officers. Good morning, moron! Okay, the last time that we met McCluskey, we met him with his totally awesome companion guy, who was partially equally as shady of a police officer, but he had a charming Mexican accent, so, you know, why wouldn't I love the guy? McCluskey. Like, I remember the first time I voiced him was, like, the first recording session. No, like, first recording session, episode 3 or something like that, and it killed my voice. McCluskey. I think this is good enough, yeah. This is really close to my Nekomaro voice from Danganronpa 2. Just do it! Oh my god. Nekomaro. Anyways. Good. I imagine Tempest just being like, good morning! I work here now! Good morning, Detective McCluskey. It is a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? This is really close to what, like, imagine, like, Tempest's, like, sassiness meter, because she's usually really tempered, and then, like, when you pass it or break it, like, right now, if she felt really threatened, she would be like, I'm going to break character because I have no need for my face right now, because I'm really freaking furious. What do you want, McCluskey? Hello, McCluskey. How did you find me? Nah. You are already assuming that you did wrong. I am just a janitor. I'm a janitor lady, okay? Leave me alone. What do you want, McCluskey? And let's go with the funny one. Good morning, Detective McCluskey. It's a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? The smirk broadens. That's right, dummy. Keep flapping your jaw. That sort of thing will be perfect for where you're going. Mr. Telestron wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about last night's fun and games. You can come along quietly, or you can meet him in a body bag. Oh, man. What if he feels like you could meet him in a sleeping bag? And I'm like, I freaking love sleepovers. Yeah! McCluskey brings all of his favorite Disney movie VHS tapes. He smiles wolfishly. I'll let that slide. Come on, Drek 4 brains. Make the wrong choice. I'll opt for a stand-up conversation. Let's get this over with. I have things to do. Wow, it's just like, you know what? I gotta, I've got the whole world to save, so can we just make this quick? Oh, snapping fingers at somebody is like, it's like this close to slapping them in the face when you just snap your fingers. I am going, but one day. Okay. I almost feel like I am going, comma, but one day you and I are going to go round and round, McCluskey. I'm a comma. Extremist. That's a better way of saying that. I feel really passionately about commas, and so does Kitty. So we like to talk about commas. Anyhow, I'll opt in for a stand-up conversation. So, what's the deal with airplane food, huh? What's the deal with orcs, if you know what I'm talking about? Do you have problems getting insurance because of the dentist work? Damn, I was hoping to be able to bring you in feet first. Alright. This felt a little too easy. That's what you get, you little Shadowrunner. Let's crack my knuckles, totally not hurt them in the process. Welcome to the estate. From the floor of Lone Star Cruiser, you watch the tops of the downtown corridor's office buildings disappear, replaced by the gray overcast of over 190 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling to the radio. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Make for an unpleasant ride. That's not true. We all love Taylor Swift. We're just going there. It's like, yeah, 'cause baby, now we got bad blood. And McCluskey's like, don't you think this song is rather fitting to our situation? 'Cause we were getting along so well before. I'm still bleeding from the wounds. A half hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road, and a magnificent mansion fills your view. It's designed a blend of old world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt, and you are dragged onto the driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look nasty-looking knife is like what he uses for cutting his sandwich in the morning. You look up to see you are surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts. Special Forces troops for Third Hungary are. Messaging the feeling back into your numb extremities. You're prepared to meet the man himself, James Telestrian III. Let's go. He seems like a nice guy. Yeah, rich people never do anything bad. Hey, McCluskey. McCluskey's Max. It was so nice bonding over Taylor Swift right before I handed you into your executioner. Smell you later, dork. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't you? Wow, you sound like my #1 fan. I suggest you keep your smart-ass remarks to yourself this time, human. Oh, whoa, why you gotta bring race into this? It's not like I'm actually the most privileged member of the society. Mr. Telestrian isn't some street meat you can impress or intimidate. He is the brains behind the throne of Third Hungary and one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? You his lapdog? And then, like, do the sound of, like, you're tugging on the leash, like, ding, 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 ding. Should I be impressed? Richer than hell elves, they could dump the same way I do, McCluskey. That's the... Oh, excuse expression. Fuck, that's a good line. Richer than hell elves, take a dump the same way I do, McCluskey. Ah. It's almost out of character, like, okay, we're gonna pretend the Tempest said, should I be impressed? Because I think, like, This or this. But I like this so much. I mean, like, yeah, McCluskey, like he's working, like, oh, gee, he's letting these super rich people give him money. What a freaking surprise. What a freaking surprise. Also, like, I don't see McCluskey as being entirely, like, I don't want to say evil because that's, again, dumb. But I see him as sort of, like, he does what he needs to do because we know that he has, like, kids and stuff like that. So, and I believe in, the third episode, my headcanon was that he's, like, a single dad or something. So I get that. I mean, he's, like, well-dressed, so, like, you know, he's not, like, a dirty, nasty cop. He, like, clearly takes care of himself and, you know, seems to care about something, just not the law. We're gonna go with this option because it's hilarious. Richer than hell elves take a dump the same way I do, McCluskey. Beautifully. His eyes widen, then his smirk gets even broader. That's the right attitude, chummer. Pats her in the back. You're just the same as Mr. Telestrian. Yes, you are. The only difference is that you got no money and you got no power. So tell me again, Drek for brains, what is it you got? Ooh, honor, indigestion. Nah, that's dumb. Free will, honor. Street Bushido, lives by her own code of honor. Clearly have to go with honor. I have what he is never going to have, McCluskey. Honor. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. Well, what a nice chat. He seems like a really nice guy. Are we gonna talk with you automatically? Hello, Mr. Quoth. The fussy elf with the air of a Victorian butler studies you before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Mr. Telestrian is expecting you. You'll find him in his office. Clearly. You know what one of those is? Human. You his butler? His black butler. Ah, that's an anime I haven't seen. I just know it exists. Thank you, Jeeves. This is an extraordinary state. May I look around before I see him? No. This state is for people. Thank you, Are you his butler? These are all kind of really mad choices. They're like 5 out of 10 on this selection of choices. May I look around? Find a way to escape? Jump out the window? Smell you later? You may wait here for a few moments to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's office. Some people find that they need time to prepare themselves before meeting an elf of his stature. He is 10 feet tall. However, the upstairs is off limits to you, and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry, though. Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting for long. Aqualong. Another of my favorite songs from Guitar Hero 3 or Guitar Hero Rock of the 80s. That was a good game. Max said, semi-sarcastically. Hey, Algernon, what are you doing here? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're Mr. Telestrian. That would be what? No way. No way. Hey, Algernon. How you doing there, buddy? Algernon. There's a twinkle in Algernon's eye that wasn't there when you spoke at the Seamstress Unicorn. It is good to see you again. There is much to do. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? What the hell are you doing here? Okay, my magical friend, explain yourself. If I was playing a super sassy character, this would go well. If I was playing like a spunky, like, what the hell is going on here? Cute, sort of like, almost like a Jinx from League of Legends. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? I do not run at all, Tempest. I go where I am needed, and I am needed here. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I can be of service again. Cool. Have we unlocked more spells? I guess I'll just go upstairs now and accept my faith. My faith. All praise be to Cthulhu. Okay, so what is my goal again? Talk to James Delestrian III. Man, the game's gonna be over relatively soon. I guess it's gonna be here, right? I assume. Yes, it is. All right, that's his office. Pretty fancy. I've always liked the art for this game is really good. It really does remind me of games like Icewind Dale and another one that I forget. Vulture's Gate, though I never actually played that one. I played a little bit of Icewind Dale, and that game is really complicated. And I'm trash. Okay, I want this guy. This guy needs to have Handsome Jack's voice. Almost Handsome Jack's voice. These pretzels are delicious. These pretzels are delicious. But wait, no. What was the name of the unicorn called? Butt Stallion. Yeah, but I could play Borderlands 2 on the channel. I think I could do that. That game is really fun. If you want to see me play that game, let me know, because I own the entirety of the game and I really be meaning to finishing it. And I think the game has a legitimately good story and character. The game is about Handsome Jack. Let's be entirely honest here. Like the rest of the story is not really important. Handsome Jack is the core of that game. As you approach, what did he sound like? No, this breakfast is all delicious. Butt Stallion, where's Butt Stallion? I'll give him kind of like spunky, yeah. Not exactly fancy elf, a little bit spunky. As you approach, James Celestian III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you. He has a surface. Wow, what a nerd. Calculating and cold. A practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Tribid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your better's mansion. It's something else. The feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or a pawn. I've just become that one actor whose name I just forgot. I'm really bad with names. I have been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit they are impressive. Shatner! William Shatner! I have become Shatner. V me up, Scotty. He never actually did say that in the show. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my vice president of security his job. In 24 hours, you've accumulated quite a bill with me, ma'am. How do you intend to settle your debt? I think it makes sense for it. Like, I mean, look at this face. He doesn't sound fancy. He's not like, how do you intend to settle your debt? No, how do you intend to settle your debt with me? I am a businessman. Time is money. Chop, 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 chop. Would you take... Okay. This needs to have an ellipsis, like, would you, ellipsis, take a check? Oh, if I had corporate. You already confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chips. Once my current assignment is complete, I will be happy to discuss working off my debt to you, Mr. Telestrian. Okay, let's go with the first one. And instead of it being like shy, would you take a check? It's more of her going, I don't know. Do you take checks? Can I link you to my PayPal account? I understand humor. I do not appreciate it, but I understand its uses. Yours was not a good use of humor, however. It neither charmed me, disarmed the tension, nor infuriated me to the point of providing you with a quick death. Before you attempt any more of your lowbrow monkey shines, I lay out your tactical situation. I will lay out your tactical situation. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I see him as being a giant freaking business dork. You have one piece of information which might be used as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I am interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way to my security teams, up to my private offices to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. The most protected item is usually the most valuable. That's why I took it. That's a lie. And what's the point of this? Not telling you, hey, this lady wants to take over the world with giant death bugs? Okay. Let me just make sure, okay. I think the principle behind being all you know what, I don't want to tell you, because he could basically be giant death bugs that cannot be destroyed. I like that. It goes like this. Your half-brother, Sam Watts, hired me to find his own killer. He had a death man switch, and when I find the killer, I get paid. I took the Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. And I guess okay, actually, I remember the plot now, yes. He's actually the half-brother of this guy. That's exactly why they wanted to cut off Jessica and Sam, because they could actually be heirs to the fortune. I remember the plot now. And the timer's about to go off. I'm going to have a couple more dialogue options, and then I'll call it an episode. How about that? I took the Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. It goes a little bit like this. Your half-brother, Sam Watts, hired me to find his own killer. He had a dead man's switch. When I find the killer, I get paid. You impress me, ma'am. My father's bastards are intentionally not well known, even to themselves. Nevertheless, I failed to see the connection between this Sam Watts' death and a raid on one of my office buildings. There is no connection between the research project and the dead man that I am aware of. Sam was killed by your half-sister, Jessica. Jessica Rabbit is protected by giant, unkillable bugs. Aegis kills giant bugs. Kill the bugs, kill Jessica, get paid. Make money. Disregard elves, acquire currency. I find your bluntness somewhat refreshing. He touches a button on his desk. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. Hey! Schoolgirl, elf girl, schoolgirl. The young pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and I am about to sneeze. I am stronger than the sneeze. I am stronger than the sneeze. Pure willpower. But nothing lasts forever. Everything lasts forever if you build a castle in your mind. Hashtag things Satsuki says. That's a reference to Kill la Kill, which I've been watching recently. Build a castle in your mind. I love that quote so much. Anyways, this episode has already gone on long enough. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. And we'll be back to the conclusion of this series in the upcoming episodes and to more Kill la Kill references relatively soon. Thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you relatively soon. I repeated the closing. What a start. Love you. Mwah!